so thankful for the year 2022. Looking forward to the year 2023. Um, just reflecting on what I've done this year. I made more money than I ever made in my life. So that is a plus. Also, my family and the Thibodeau Massacre Foundation, we actually broke ground on a new museum this year. Um, that is most beneficial and most important by me being a former football coach, high school football coach, seeing the Sugar Bowl this year. It took a whole new meaning just as far as what we can do and what our possibilities are as African Americans, as football aficionados, football fans, knowing that football, the essence of football, came out of the Civil War and how it was just a matter of inches. Okay, so we take that and we take that with a grain of salt, but looking forward to how we are going to appreciate what was given and what was given to us as fans, as people that you know are a part of this industry now, which is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and we have to know that okay, there was something that was given and something that was taken away. A lot of lives that were lost in the Civil War, thousands. But there was football. Okay, so we took that football and we created an industry out of that. So now we have to put attention to that industry, but then also remember the past. Now, me being a fourth or fifth generation of one of the people that were accosted by that instance, of course, I have to pay attention to that. And my former players, I myself, my former coaches, we all were a part of that revelation. So they take that, and I take that. So of course, I've become an official or a participant in insurance industry. So now when I see the Allstate Sugar Bowl, I know that I myself have direct connections with that. And being from Louisiana, uh, formerly wanting to be part of the Portno agency, the port of embarkations, port of, you know, Louisiana. Now I see that there is a definite need and understanding that has to be taking place. And I don't expect everyone to get this because most of the uh, instances and historical recollections are in books. Of course, people would say, where do we bury the lives? We bury them in the library. Okay, so as a bachelor's, a master's, um, now working on a doctorate, now I know that, of course, I've worked in law libraries, I worked in school libraries, so of course I read in books from the first floor all the way up to the sixth floor. And with that knowledge, I know that African American men, we need to, concentrate on understanding what is against us. Me being, you know, uh, a DJ, playing the music of a genre of music that spans my lifetime, I know how important it is to continue, how discouraging it is when, we attack ourselves. We educate ourselves in, the worst of the worst, but it's necessary knowledge that we have to share, and we're going to continue to share. I don't see any stoppage or any momentum swings in hip hop music, and I thank them for that. I'm so enthralled that the South has taken that mantle um, uh, that was given to us by, of course, New York, the hip hop scene, the hip hop mecca, and we've taken that and shined. So actually, the people of the South can speak, and we do have a very good oratory caliber that wasn't, I wouldn't say wasn't known, but wasn't showcased. So they just thought that, people from the South were poor, dumb, and hungry. Now, knowing that, coming back to where I am now in Texas, Texas has a different understanding about money and how that moves a culture. Being from New Orleans and being from Louisiana, I'm in a slave state, and we didn't have money and currency just flowing because, of course, Louisiana was a slave state, so they had greenbacks. If you understand how the development of the post Civil War era, the government took all the greenbacks. So of course, all of the slave states changed their money to greenbacks. So now you have slave states. I'm talking about Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee. These states didn't have currency. So now I'm in Texas where they have currency. And they've been dealing with currency for the last, 150 years, 170 years. So now we come upon the digital age, and they're like, oh, we have FTX or FX, the foreign trade. And I'm like, well, what is that? When I came into that understanding when I first moved here about 5, 6 years ago here in Texas, I didn't know what that was. Now I know that they are informed about the different currencies across the world. I'm talking about France, I'm talking about England, Russia, Mexico, the United States, uh, Argentina, Chile, Colombia, Brazil. These different currencies trade back and forth over the market. And of course, that is something that we can, make money off of. It's the foreign trade market. Um, in New Orleans or in Louisiana, they definitely are more in tune to the old adages of certificates of deposit, investing in commodities. And those two, for the most part, are the most uh, important investments in the South, in Louisiana. But now I know that there are other investments that can come and are thriving. Of course, there are falls and there are rises in the market, and I'm not going to get into that. But just looking at the new year, I'm excited about what we have learned and what we can be a part of. So with that, I bid you adieu. Happy New Year.